So I'll try to do a little bit of debugging with this as well. I am Jan Dvorak. I am the CEO and founder of Literary Universe, and with me I have Henry, our UI developer, and I have Jasper, our UX developer. So, hello guys, how are you doing?
Great.
Hi, doing great. Hello, everyone.
So let me just quickly try to fix up our Facebook. We landed on everything, so we shall see how things going. So today we have two things to really look at and consider fixing. I've posted it on Literary Universe as well. We'll be fixing missing scrolling or scroll bar in the aside when in full screen mode in the reader. And number two will be link model to publishing agreement on story dashboard, which will be mostly for you, Henry and Jasper, to decide how we want to do it. And this is for the publishing agreement that you click when you are creating the story. So we'll have to kind of do a little bit of a digging. I wanted to actually look at it yesterday for my story, but I've noticed that we have not added it to kind of check on this again. So first thing, I will go with the more of a design one and then more of the more advanced one. Before that, guys, I wanted to talk with you about moving this 1 hour earlier to make it easier time-wise for you. What do you think about it?
I don't mind, Jan. I think it would, personally, for me, it would suit me better. Because then it since our time zone difference, then from my end, then it won't end as late as it usually be. So yeah, I like the idea. How about you, Henry?
Actually, I feel this time is the most suitable for me. Uh,
Would it be a big problem if we move it 1 hour earlier for you?
my daughter haven't slept. I'm afraid she's so loud.
Okay, Jan, you know what? Let's keep it as it is.
Okay, that's good. Other option is, we can move it more like really up a few more hours into what would be like around 10 a.m. my time, which is possible. So right now we have everything scheduled all the way up till February 7th stream. So let's keep it as is, and then I think we can try to experiment a bit, and we'll be also adding another podcast, or on a podcast, a stream/podcast that's going to be non-technical and hands-on like it is right now. So let's take a quick look. Here we have the current version of the universe, as I mentioned. This is what we'll be fixing. And this is my local version. And there's a difference on sizes because of the zoom. So let's fix that and let's zoom a little bit more over here. So first things first, in story discovery, let's see. Let's go with the 8th fleet. And I have also, just that everybody know, I've noticed some performance issues. So similar to other places as well. So I will be investigating that in more detail, what exactly is going on there. So here we go. This is a quick story. Now I'm just going to jump to the prologue and demonstrate the issue. So here we go. And the issue is, if I go to full screen, we are losing the scroll bar here on the right. So that is something that we need to fix, because otherwise you won't be able to get some of the details, and especially if you're looking at encyclopedia entries, that's very annoying. So I think in this case it is specifically the magical aside view. And let me take a quick look here how we have it. We have the styled magical aside. We have then the menu bar, and inside that we have then this main view. And the thing is, we have the styled scroll bar applied. Overflow Y is auto. So I'm kind of wondering why that is not being applied properly. So let's quickly jump over here. Let's show you so we can kind of see more. And let's check out the structure here. So this is the container where you can see the scroll bar and everything is being applied. We have the overflow Y. So horizontally is X and vertically is Y. So let's see if we have the scroll here, but it does not recognize it, even like for scrolling here right now. So that is not really helping us. We have the height 100%. What happens if we remove that? Nothing. Do we have any? Thing interesting here? Oh. So I think the issue here might be the. So first here you have the padding for the SI, but that's just fine. Then we have this side view, which also is fine. But then that's just the insides of this. So this is quite an interesting problem. So interestingly, you also have the scroll bar stuff listed in here, but that seems to be primarily inherited. Also, that's inherited. And the padding. literally absolutely nothing happens. Like, actually, depending. So color width. As we can see, that's the width for it seems my browser is super slow as well. So maybe I have too many. That might be part of the issues I'm seeing because my browser is slow. So the height is I thought this was going to be easy. Let's see if we have maybe some trick over here. Why we have height, 100 view width. And so let's maybe try instead of 100%, do the height to be view height. Okay, so here we go. So we have the view height. But I'm not exactly. Okay, so it's it's smaller than that, and we start getting into this problem. So we need to do here is use the calculation function where we are going to put things and see here. So this is about 64 pixels. .64 pixels is the calculation that happens there. So if I put that in, now, so with fingers crossed, that should hopefully fix that issue once refreshed. And looking how my computer is slow and browser, I'm going to probably take the rest of the day to reduce the number of windows I have open. So let's. Something else is actually happening with my. Okay, here we go. Yes. So maybe there isn't that much performance issues as I was fearing. Jasper Henry, this is like another, wouldn't say it's just an idea or thing, but I have been, as I have been using more and more Literary Universe for my own writing, everything. Originally, with the footer here, as I put it, I kind of put it there to kind of see the end, that things have been loaded, all that stuff. But lately I have been growing tired of it. So how are you feeling about
Yeah, I agree, and I completely agree.
to move
Me
it at the
too.
bottom completely? So it's
Me
not
too, yeah.
fixed. Let's see what I can.
Because the functionality of this page is mainly for the writers to this is the reader's right, yeah, to quote unquote enjoy the experience. So I don't think the footer here plays a major part. So we can quote unquote hide it in the end of the page section instead. What do you think, Henry?
Yeah, we do not make it floating, but just instead using the page on the bottom. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I will have to look into it how to do this, because you can see now if I remove it, it messes
Yes.
up things, because before it was, what was it? Come on, absolute. So to move it completely at the bottom, but first, oh, look at that. Now we don't have even the. I think I know why now, maybe.
Are we going to have more issues if we put it in the bottom? Yeah.
No, I think that should be fine.
Okay.
Um, maybe for the maybe we can completely remove it in this view. If if that's going to cause a problem, but I am seeing something that I should not be seeing. Let me just jump to our magical aside, because if you notice, yes, I have my automatic tools are seem to be messing up the CSS. Yes, just puts it puts spaces where they shouldn't be spaces. So I'm kind of wondering what. I'm kind of wondering what the heck is going on here. I'm going to try to. Nope, it's just getting infuriating. It's been some update somewhere that's now causing me where I have the calculation 100 view height minus 194 pixels. You need the units to be right with the number, and my editor, for some strange reason, has decided to add a space there, and that is just truly wrong. And the problem is, of course, if we do it like that, then it's going to start fixing on so many places that's not going to cause a lot more trouble. So how do we? So it's definitely a bug because this shouldn't be happening. So I guess pure strings, which is not really good because we are losing our hinting, but that's fine. But let me write down for okay, so now it's working. So this is a good stuff. All right, so we have that. We have that at least finished. Let's double check in full screen. And as you can see, even like here in the full screen, the footer is gone. So we'll do that. And
yeah, that much better.
So yeah, let's see. I think this will require a little bit more attention because I will be adjusting the template. So this is going to change in Encyclopedia and potentially other places as well. So now let's go to our workshop and let's guys talk about what I have in mind next. And let me just system monitor to see what's causing me the biggest problem. Some Java, but it's this browser, but that's primarily because I have too many of them open, and so I'll first start trying to get them fixed. So what I want to, let's pick up this random story that you're testing. Let's see, maybe if it's under monetization. No, we don't have that yet. So whenever you create a new story, let's maybe check these settings one more time. There is, you need to agree to publishing agreement so that we are in agreement. And of course, the big thing is that you should have access to it. And let's actually go to a published story. There's one more thing here that I want to fix, which is the share button. So as you notice, the share button has share button has extra border. And that one is managed by property I call has border. Which I'm not setting for some reason. No, here it is. So things unified. I need to remove the border and we should be all set. And Then now the big question, starting with you, Jasper, will be how would we like to display the legal documents? Do we want to just have a module here, or would we want to have like specific dedicated page? Because I'm thinking that potentially eventually we are going to have more legal documents to the stories, especially once we expand into selling stories and revenue sharing. So maybe we should have, and the same thing probably later on for universes, like a central page where everything is listed. So have like a legal button here or something like that.
I think it's going to make everyone easier, especially for the people in charge on the legal documents if you put it here. However, for this particular layout, I am currently doing a rework so that maybe I'm going to talk to you more about that, especially for the UX and wireframe for this page that we are going to rework, because it's also in the to-do list for my reworking for the user flow and wireframes for the authors to create stories and universe.
Sounds good. Let's see what.
But it's going to be nice to have it here because this page acts like a dashboard, right? Where from here you can go basically anywhere in terms of the story wise.
Yes.
So yeah, it's going to be nice to have it in here also. So it's only a matter of the wireframe and the layout of the page itself.
That's, I like that. Let me. Sorry, but the question is, yeah, because right now we have only one legal agreement, and in the future we are going to have more of them.
Yeah, no problem. We can put it here, and that button can. So we have one legal document at the moment, and then we can think about how the flow will be once we have more legal documents to be presented. I don't think it's going to be much different.
Yeah, I'm thinking to have, as I said, similar like here we have the chapter, to have like a page or something that's going to list all the legal documents. It's a very unsexy part because it's the legal stuff. You don't want to usually deal with any of that, and so it's not something really thing, but it needs to be there because you don't need it until you need it.
Yeah, that's I think functionality part it has to be there because like you mentioned just now that it's going to be pretty troublesome if suddenly I remember, oh okay, I need that and I have to access. Where should I access? It's going to be very troublesome for writers if it's not here.
True. So you want to kind of put it in a complete rework of how this how this page looks and all that stuff.
I'm not going to say complete rework. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of like so. The layout in here is pretty. I would like to use the word strong
Mhm.
because because it's nice. But since we are having these uh, what you say
Feedback.
feedbacks from Nusa Meta, so um, I think we can try to do not completely, but a little rework of the layout. Maybe to have like a hierarchy on the button itself, and to make a quote unquote group of them, so that we can uh, help the users, writers especially,
Mhm.
uh, help them to navigate better when writing, creating stories, universe, etc. That's the point of reworking this page because it's pretty powerful already. The wireframe here, but yeah, we. So I'll just do a little adjustments. So it's not going to be much different. Just more focused on the writing stuff, the writing part.
Okay, sounds good. So let's.
Guys.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Henry.
Oh, sorry. It slipped on my mind. I think this is the legal document, which is this is for all of the story or for the chapter only, because we know.
No, it's for the story. Chapters don't have any legal stuff attached to them, and even if, then it would still be part of the story legal documentation.
uh, Okay, so how about the collaboration? If like people want to doing this for the chapter one or other author for creating the chapter two, should
That
we
would
have
that would-
a?
that would there would be like two layers to that, because first of all, you have that you set it up, um, the system, add in the collaborators, all that stuff, and once they agree, then they get access, all that stuff behind, uh, so like in the background. What's going to happen is there is going to be, you don't have that right now. Right now, it's just like, purely mechanically through
Mhm.
the collaborators, screen here. In the future, there is going to be, when offering to collaborators, if there is like uh, no no money being exchanged, then we'll have like some default agreement based on a few little things that we'll be adding later on this regard. So again, allowing the writer to choose things like you know displaying in uh, displaying the other co-author's name or the beta reader's name in the credits or something like that, or in the description of the story. So all that's going to be covered. Plus, of course, it's going to also, that agreement is going to cover legally all the options that the author has and can perform, including like the removal. And if you remove the user, the option is that then that for example the name will still remain as in the story description and stuff like that. And of course, when money gets involved, it will include all the stuff of the share splitting and all that stuff. So that's going to be visible, this legal stuff, both in the story here. So we have kind of like a central. And oh geez, I have some annoying
Well,
bug flying around here.
I don't know. I feel like if you put the button there, this the you have a legal in the button of that, so people could edit that. I just thought of that. Uh, I don't know. What do you think, Jasper? What do you think?
Mm,
I feel just like that.
Can you expand on it? What do you mean by can
Yeah.
edit it or
So, if I'm not mistaken, that you are asking that put the legal on the button between share and scene manager. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
no? I think you are
Oh, I'm wrong.
wrong in this because I just want here a button that says legal.
Oh, okay.
That then goes to a new page where all the legal documents are listed. It doesn't have any editing function or anything else to it.
Yeah. So people just could read the content on the legal correct and its default mode.
Yeah, it's just to list all the all the legal text, pretty much the boring stuff that for the most part hopefully you won't ever need to have.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. I got it.
Okay. So I'm kind of zeroing out also here on on our culprit for the that. Let's see if I have found it now. Yes, found it. There we go. So sharing place. So now that we have this guy figured out, so let me kind of demonstrate dashboard tile. Called. We even have legal documents as a string somewhere. Surprisingly, we do. Not the ID I was looking for, but I'll take it. There will be 2 base and legal. And we do have, if I remember correctly, do we have like some sort of a legal icon?
Legal icon. Let me check.
Like with the
Legal.
our Twitter universe. Icons.
We don't have specifically legal icon yet, but we have copyright. But we do not have that.
We don't have like a.
Yeah, I need to create that one.
We do have then the hammering, which is not exactly what I have in mind, but what I'm meaning like with legal, what I imagine that is gavel. So let me.
It's
zoom on
legal.
myself.
It's basically like,
So something like this.
Are you sure? Yes.
Yeah, or like using this. That's kind of like because when you think of legal stuff, you think about courts, and this is what directors have, when they make the decision. You bang the gavel.
Okay. Okay. How about I create like a new alternative for that? So you could choose one is like scales. What do you think of that, Ian?
Yeah, sounds good. Whatever you have an idea for, let's
Okay, I create an alternative for that.
try that. And oops, and in the meantime, what just happened here? Here, so I'll probably just use hammering. Type that in and see what's going to happen. Okay. So right now, I just have I have just the hammering icon. So we need the gavel there. We could maybe put the copyrights. That's another good one.
Okay, noted.
What do we have? I don't see copyright. Maybe it's time for us to do another improvement. So that I don't see the copyright in my hints. So let's keep it like that. And then this will go to a page that doesn't exist yet. Let's see if we can quickly, yikes, quickly create it.
Then you are not sharing screen.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. All right.
Let me get back here. So right now, so it has the legal documents.
Okay, that
right
was
here.
fast.
Yeah, having a bit of an overflow
Ooh.
here into the footer. So since we are here already, let's fix that. So as you can see, it's an overflow into the padding. And let's see, maybe so we just need to increase the add z index on the footer, so that doesn't happen. Be a simple fix. Once I locate it as the padding thing here, padding m. So it's here z x1. Okay, another quick fix. So, and now let's see router story. Let's add a page for that route. Would be legal element. Let's say let's just legal page. Page. Let's check here. And this legal page, we are going to pass to it the story details and the universe detail as well. The universe. Universe object. So the universe, verse, and we're getting the SEO. I'll just use the let's just make it super simple for right now. Back arrow, title, and back location should be enough. Yay. And of course, it needs to be a page so that it doesn't look completely strange. Just a little bit. So, yeah, there we go. That looks nice. And of course, the next part is do, and I'll have to look back at the, have the workshop breadcrumbs. Add here. Just to basically copy what we have. The day 6. So we have that, and I need to just remember to add in the legal page. This will be something we'll be adding later on. So we'll always have the publication agreement, and then we'll have the other agreements listed later on. So I think I can do that's H2. And that's going to be, oops. This will be okay. So yeah, we have that, and then the next step is to actually display this. Which I have to actually go and see where we have that. But do you guys get a better idea now of what I mean? And here I'm just going to add quickly, just like very quickly, an example of how what we can have here. So there can be like multiple categories for the different types of agreements and legal documents. And they will be listed.
So, Yan, who is going to make these legal documents?
It will be, I would say in most cases, generated by us. And eventually in the future, once we get that they want to upload some sort of additional legal documents, for example, when they get published, so that or if there's like a third-party agreement that we want to do here, then that would be option to add here. But let's not worry about that until we actually have to do that. So this will be automatically generated by our system.
Okay. All right. So
based on the actions that the user is doing or the author is doing with other users and other functionalities. So normally, these are pretty much the agreements and legal documents that they would have to have with everything regarding their creation. We are just automating and making it simple so that they don't have to pay those expenses.
Okay. Okay, so it's from the company to the authors, to the respective authors that's involved in the making of the stories, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And whoever else might be involved in that as well. We'll have more information, hopefully, from lawyers soon. Let's see. Let me see if I can find somewhere the publication. Okay, so we have a So we have a model already to show this. Let's see if we can publishing agreement text. So okay, so we have the publishing agreement being a general thing as well. So let me quickly check if we don't have it already. Maybe in the setting, I would be. So we don't have it here. Now looking at this, it's I will have to look more into it, but let's do here a modal. That is to have this publishing agreement text in there. And just see what's going to happen if we do it like this. We have a test here. Publishing agreement is signed between the author and Literary Universe as of the date of submission of the first work by authors. So this is the general publishing agreement that we have. So let's name it like that. Apologies. They're just annoying me from my other job. So that should be there in general. So this would be the call it the general publishing agreement. Publication agreement or publishing. What do we use there? Publishing agreement. So this will be, let me just put that. All here. So general publishing agreement, have it like that. I'll leave it to you, Henry and Jasper, how to improve it. There might be like, think of it as a list. So it will list all the different options here. I'm just putting it here because you have the default model, but I'm thinking we could use What do we have? It should be not a list. What was it called? Collection. So maybe collection like this. What do you guys think?
Hmm. Yeah, I think we and Henry need to have further discussion on this, but basically we want to have a sort of like a list, right? And when the list is clicked, then the actual agreement will pop up, just like what you saw show.
Yes. Mhm.
So you don't want to have all the agreements in that page because it's going to be too much to digest. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, you need to have all of the list and
Yes.
think of this. This is not for this part is not for a regular beginner author. This is for advanced authors uh,
That
that know what they are doing. Let's put it
okay.
that way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Either they
All
know
right.
what they're doing or they have somebody like a lawyer or somebody going with them. So it's not like you know pretty much the beginning author and people like that. They won't even visit this page, or if they do, then it's by accident and they will not find much of a
And they'll
value
just go
here.
back instantly.
Yeah,
If they go to that page, then they will say, "Oops, misclick."
yeah.
All
It will
right.
be as for the advanced authors who either do or authors who do collaborative writing a lot more and needs to kind of manage all that stuff.
All right.
So let me. Where was I? Yes, let's just keep it like that. That's maybe publication agreement, journal publishing agreement. That will be for each of the authors. Um, that who has that. That's the journal publishing agreement. So let me add this into our packages, into our languages. Legal. Here we have the legal page. It's been a while since anything has been added here. So that's there. These two strings. And we actually do one more thing, HTML code. Our title here. Legal work. Or so that we have it all properly everywhere. So let me just fix a few imports statements here. And with that, oh, actually, I was going to add the breadcrumbs here for the legal page. Will be, I think, a little bit once before we get back here, so better finish everything now. And then any of that later. So if legal page, and what's the name? What do we have? So let's see if this worked. Yay, legal documents.
Yay.
So with that, we have filled our list here for for this dashboard. We need to storylines and scene managers. Or scene manager are two functions that we still need to work on. Monetization is very limited right now, so that will be improved in the coming future. Activate the story here again. So with that, that's the main things that I wanted to cover. Do you guys have anything that you want to go and fix or kind of look on? And if you are in the chat watching us, let us know if you have like any problems or anything that you would like us to fix. So Jasper and Henry, anything that's irking you that we can try to fix right now?
What? Yeah. Do you have anything, Henry? I can't think of anything at the moment.
lot of stuff in progress. So
yeah.
Yeah, I see here again the performance issue that it just doesn't load for some reason. So if you don't guys have anything, then I think we'll close it a bit early today. Make sure that when you are using the page, if you run into anything, you just write it down, file a bug, and so that we can then look into it. I will now, after we finish the stream, I will look into I would be looking more deeply into some of the performance issues, starting with me closing up a lot of my windows because I just have too many of them open, and that might be one of the causes of the performance issue, at least on my side. So that will then help me to better zoom in on the actual performance issues. But you can see, like, even locally where things run usually super fast, there are still issues like that. A lot of them are in the encyclopedia, which makes sense because that's one of the oldest code available, and that's where kind of at the beginning of my coding career. Some of it's the one I was still in the college, so
Ooh.
lot of code there that can be improved. The problem is, anytime you touch it, you risk quite a big. There's a quite big risk that you are going to break a lot of things. So it is very time consuming and can't say dangerous to touch it. So shall see how that goes. But it's needed, so it's going to happen one way or the other. And through that, hopefully the entire site is going to run a bit faster. All right, that said, let's not prolong this. That would not do. And that's all we have for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Stay tuned for updates that hopefully we'll be able to share soon. You can find me as Storyteller CZ on GitHub, Twitter, and most of the other social media. Henry, Jasper, anything you would like to share?
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, and we are Lit Uni app on Twitter. I do believe that's because somebody already stole like the full Liter Universe nickname, or maybe it was too long. That might have been the actual issue. So Lit Uni app on Twitter. You can find Liter Universe on LinkedIn and Facebook as well. Also, we are on Instagram, minds.com, and probably a few other places that I have set things up, but these are kind of like the ones that we will be checking at a regular basis. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Henry, Jasper, for
Thank you.
your feedback, and looking forward to more stuff that we'll produce in the design. Thank you very much. And for you guys, have a good night.
Good
Thank you.
night. Yeah.
Good night.
Bye bye.